everybody, welcome to Evercast, your weekly dose of Evercade goodness. And all four of us are here. Yeah.
What's going on?
Yo.
All right, to one side of me, we have Rich from Bacon Ice Cream Productions.
Getting hype.
And diagonally somewhere, we have Pete, the Ever Canadian.
Yo, what's up?
And last but not least, below me, we've got Crow. Hey.
Crow with these fancy little whatever you got around him. Frames.
Man,
yeah,
oh,
my
man,
frame
oh,
that
man.
I paid for.
Happy Memorial Day to all you Yankees,
That's it.
Thanks,
Yeah.
I guess.
Americans.
Oh man. But yeah, we'll get to
Stupid
talking
doll.
more about jumping on the hype train. I don't know. Still
Hype train, yeah.
Still kind of feel it from last week.
I wait. I'll take the slow train.
A major disappointment heading our way, maybe.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Yeah, the hype train has a tendency to derail.
Yeah, I got a feeling. I got a feeling next Wednesday, because I was telling the boys before I started, don't expect a video right away from me next week because I work. I finally got a job I have to go to an office, which is really cool. So my video will come out sometime Wednesday night. And I'll be
That's
cranky
usually how
because I'll
things
be
work for
working
me.
all day. So it's going to be one of those special Pete videos.
Awesome, can't wait.
I'm figuring out which emoji I'm going to use. I think it's going to be good. All kidding aside, I hope it's good. If it's more of the same, I might be disappointed. I got to be honest. If it's just more of the same stuff that we're used to, I'll probably be disappointed.
Well, hold that thought before we get into it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm jumping the cat. I miss the show and I get all kind of out of sorts.
It's all good. Ooh, so right off the bat from Dan Ruff, and you know what that means.
Yeah, Dan,
Retro Kill -9.
Can I ban Dan?
Can you ban Dan?
I don't think it counts. No, it doesn't count if he does it before the stream.
Oh, that's
starts.
true, Dan. You get a pass. You get an annoying pass. Nah, I love Dan. Dan's been with our channel, my channel, for forever.
Yeah, Dan's awesome.
Dan is
Yeah.
well, most of our chat, I'd say 99% of all our chat are amazing. Then there's that one show every blue moon. We don't see him anymore, where a dingbat comes in. And,
You know what my favorite one I think was? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Evercast where they changed their name to like Ed Keeps Banning Me, something like. Every single time they decided to be brilliant, I kept having to like ban them, and it was like 9 or 10 names. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Who else do we got?
It's just interesting.
Double Dragon 3, Nick the Toy Collector. We got Dan.
So Double Dragon 3 is a name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
I
love
that
a few people likes that game.
That's Double Dragon the Third.
The third to you, yeah.
The
Father of 1 and 2.
Yeah. And we got Jason Shears in the house. Who else do we got? We got Jillian D.
Evercade YouTube is a beard only. I have a goatee.
Yeah.
You guys can't see it, but the boys see it. I have a goatee.
Hey, Snake Eater.
Let Julian say that Evercade YouTube is beard only scene. Yeah, we should make a bet. All these boys should shave their beards. I'd like to see. You guys all have chin issues? You guys all have deformed chins.
I get in so much trouble.
Maybe. You know what? You know what? Maybe when I get to 1,000 subs, I'll dig up a younger picture of me without a beard, and you guys will see exactly why I have a beard. I look way too. I look like way too young. I look like a man child. I don't know.
Well, that's why I the last time I shaved was during my wedding. So all the wedding pictures I don't look the same.
Hype train. Oh no. So yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, so you know what? Before we get into that, because I don't want to forget, and I do want to read my poll because
Ed's playing with his poll again.
You know it. I like to play with our polls.
You heard it first. He likes to play with his poll.
Jesus.
But this one, so I don't know. This one, I was just really became like more of it. Put me glasses on so I can actually read it. Became like more of like a story. I don't know. Like I've been listening to just different like Dungeons and Dragons podcasts. So that kind of I don't know. I don't know if that may have had like an influence, but this one was fun. It was quite long.
It was pretty fun.
And you know what though, 42% of 42 votes, which is great. Normally it's between 50 and 60. So I do appreciate the participation. So all right, let me go ahead and read this. We'll talk about this and then we can move on to this stuff. Okay. So one day you're at a gaming convention, you see an Evercade booth set up. The whole gang from Blaze Entertainment is there. You have fun looking at the newest Evercade stuff, chatting it up, and having a great time. After the show, you get invited to hang out and join Blaze for dinner. During the meal, everyone gets a little tipsy, enjoying some drinks. Andrew leans over and tells you some epic things are coming out next year and would like to show you all the new collections and goodies back at their headquarters. In your excitement, you say, "Hell yes!" But then a strange
Sounds like
man.
a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like
Sounds
something
like a
else is
trap.
going
Oh,
on.
it takes a weird turn. It takes a weird turn here. A strange man in a suit steps out of the shadows, dressed in one of the nicest suits you've ever seen, and a dark
Don't
and
trust
ominous
anybody in
voice. The man in the suit says, "Sign here, please." After carefully looking over the contract, you realize this is no ordinary NDA. It simply states the following. By signing the contract, you agree knowingly or unknowingly share anything that is shown to you at Blaze headquarters this evening will result being imprisoned in a glass sphere of time for 1,000 years. Once imprisoned, you can't die from age, lack of food or water, or perhaps you'll die of boredom. No one else seems to see or hear the strange man in the suit. After you've made your choice from the options below, the strange man in the suit vanishes. Andrew leans over and whispers to you, "I'll need you to step into my office real quick and sign an NDA once we get back to headquarters before I can give you the tour." Andrew is looking at you grinning. You're not sure what happened, but then again, everyone has had a lot to drink this evening. So,
Oh wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
Is this a poll or a choose
Yes.
your own adventure?
Yeah, right?
both, sure. I kind of turned into a choose your own adventure. Yeah.
Like if we make a choice, do we have to turn to a different page to continue the story?
Maybe. No, that would be cool though, right? But so here's so 36% of you said sign it. What could go wrong?
I would have been secretly videotaping the whole thing. And
Ooh. Well, there was another comment, and actually, I'll get to that. Where you could quietly walk away, and then my favorite, keep drinking until I pass out. Like I don't know, I need an exit. That was kind of.
I need an exit.
Yeah, I need like an exit, but you don't want to be rude. But then, so two people, and I'm pointing to you. You said you do something else, which is fine. But I said comment below. But like, what else did you do? What else did you do?
They told you something else.
Yeah. But what? But so yeah, I don't. That was just kind of fun because it was just going to be like, well, because initially I was thinking like, what if you had like an NDA where they just kind of like told you like you were to find out everything for the next year, but then the curse of it kind of would have been like you can't tell anybody, but you know everything. You have no one to share it with. But then I was like, what if we took one step deeper? And then I got the idea. I don't know if you all saw, what was it, like I think it was Sandman on Netflix, where like he was imprisoned in this like sphere for like 1,000 years, where like he couldn't really do anything. So I'm like, what would be worse than death? Boredom, pure boredom. So I don't know. It was just kind of fun. But I was just curious to see. But yeah, 33% of people. I love our audience. They're just like, I just keep drinking until I pass out, and then hopefully wake up the next day and everyone's gone and I can forget nothing happened. So I don't know. But 36 of you would sign it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter because you'd eventually find out over the course of the next year anyway.
Yeah, I know. But it's just kind of a fun. Yeah.
And
oh God!
plus, on top of that,
polls.
if you did reaction videos, you wouldn't have any good reaction videos.
I know.
Because you'd
right?
already know what would be in the video.
Right. Oh, I like what Dub 64.
Yeah, there would be no hype.
Hey, you know what?
I'm the man in the suit.
You know what? If the stars align with everybody's schedules, if we decide to do a special Evercast that evening to talk about it, I'm gonna call it Evercade After Dark.
I wonder if you could ask the guy, no, I pass on that deal, but can you make me immortal anyway?
Ah! Hey, good afternoon, John Sutterman, sorry, Atari fan. Yo in the house.
Hey, what's up?
Peoples! And then Andre, he's like, what did I walk into? What's this all about? Oh, my crazy poll. So then,
you guys should definitely live stream a D&D session. I haven't played D&D for about 12, 13 years, and I'd do a D&D session. I don't know how to DM one though.
I know
I
that's
would-
the
I would,
that's the thing.
we could rock this.
You
That'd
know,
be
there's D&D. Why don't they put some D? That's a good thing. Nobody ever mentioned a D&D collection for the Evercade. There's tons of D&D games for SNES, Genesis, and like kind of got the D&D license, right? Isn't there?
That's
Seems
true.
like
Yeah, there's the arcade games, but that's Capcom. That would have been nice if that was on the Evercade EXP.
I know they're my
Yeah, that would
favorite.
be really
Two
cool,
favorite
right?
beat 'em ups are the D&D games for Capcom Arcade.
When those that collection was on sale on Steam, like it goes on sale for $5 and it works.
Oh
great
yeah,
on
I
Steam.
picked it up. I have it
Yeah.
in my Steam library.
It would
I
be cool to
finished
have
those
everything.
games a million times. I finished those
Yeah.
games in the arcade actually, and in real life, air quotes.
Well,
But,
yeah,
those
they
games.
have both of them at Galloping Ghosts, I think.
Of course, they probably have like some special edition where you can be in another class.
Oh, there's a Ghost Gallop.
But yeah, no, I'm a total D&D nerd. Haven't played for years, and like fifth edition now is like a lot of different rules, but it's I'm aligned with the way of thinking, like having to
Didn't
make
they
saving
just
throws.
do a reduction of complexity for the newest edition? Like it's supposed to be really easy to get into.
I think so. Yeah.
Like five. A lot of people use 5e for like all the at least anyone that's playing the like the podcast play guys. That do like a podcast of their campaign. They're all using 5e.
And that's the easy one.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then a lot of them like they use custom rules and like that kind of thing.
I think when I played it was 3 or something. That's the one we used, and it was so complex.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then apparently 3 wasn't very complex compared to the first 2.
Oh yeah.
I love
for sure.
Yeah. I love to, but yeah, it's interesting because sometimes like when there's like a couple of them that I listen to now when I go on a walk and I'll be like yelling at it. I'll be like, "Come on, don't you remember that item that you got from like a week?" I'm like yelling at her. I would just be I don't know if hard for that. And actually, back in the day too, played like there was a Star Wars like role playing game, which is pretty cool. It's like a die 6. Like they simplified it, everything a die 6 and all that good stuff. But yeah, D&D, Magic the Gathering, all that good, all those good things. So okay, so yeah, just wanted to get that.
Because Wizard of the Coast
keep setting the bar even higher with my polls, but I'll have to.
Who owns D&D? Is it Wizard of the Coast?
Wizards of the Coast, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they put their crap everywhere.
Right? I mean, technically Hasbro, because Hasbro
They also
and
Magic
Wizards
the
of the
Gathering.
Coast are like the same.
Yeah.
Like Hasbro owns Wizards.
Does Wizard of the Coast own Warhammer too?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like they put that.
Well, I mean, I think
everywhere.
it's Hasbro just basically ate everything.
Oh, because Warhammer video games come out every week. There's a new Warhammer game.
Right?
I know.
Yeah.
There's that one free on
Oh,
Steam.
if you want to play a really good Warhammer game, Bolt Gun. It's like they took Bolt Gun, Warhammer Bolt Gun. That came out I think 3 days ago. They were inspired by Doom 64 and Doom, just Doom in general. And they got a modern game with Warhammer in that style. It's freaking amazing. Check out my video on my channel.
Nice.
I used to play that MMO back in the day, but yeah, that's
Age of Reckoning.
I think that's what it was called. Yeah, it was like the first one you could pick the different sides and.
Yeah, that's the fantasy one. That's still out. You can still play that, like on a side server. And they've updated it and bug fixed it.
Oh, okay. And then they put out like a light kind of like. Yeah, and then they put out like a light version of that where like you had to like just buy the characters and.
Yeah, so what that got canceled by EA Mythic, and then but the community about 2 years ago created a brand new side server, and it's all running and bug fixed. It's pretty cool actually, and it's very easy to get installed and working on your computer.
Nice. Talking Crow. Oh, Atari needs to put out an Accolade collection. Yeah, well, maybe I wonder if that's one of the things we're going to hear about next week.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Accolade at one point was owned by Infogrames that became Atari.
Yeah.
Does Atari own the Accolade games? Games
still? Atari
a
owns whole bunch now.
Because there are plenty of great Commodore 64 Accolade games that we should be seeing.
Ooh, that would be kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky you, Arnold. Yeah, I know. Like my peak. Like it's just got to get through New York. I don't because I'm hoping to get it Tuesday.
I should check the tracking on mine. I haven't even checked tracking on mine. I'll do that while you guys are talking. I got mine from Funstock because I gotta get the mug. If that mug is shite, I'll be mad.
It's going to be. You know what?
Yeah,
Actually, hold on
It's
a
gonna
second.
be shite, right?
Yeah,
No, it's gonna be alright.
I don't know. It looked. I don't know. To me, it looked. Oh,
I
actually,
mean,
so there is.
it's not a tumbler, so it's not going to be like, you know.
Why don't we have
Speaking
the
tracking on
ultimate.
this? Funstock.
so speaking of the mug, and this is a minor, just a minor spoiler, but this was like in the this was in the I can't even talk this morning. The Discord forums where somebody said, look, they found a little Easter egg on the mug.
Oh,
And
don't
so-
talk about that. Stop. I don't go to Discord anymore. I think I'm getting rid of my Discord, to be honest with you. And I think I'm gonna get rid of my Twitter. I am just gonna just get rid of all my social media and just do YouTube and Facebook because I like the Facebook group. I find it becoming annoying, to be honest with you. And I'm so bad at
social media stuff.
well, I'm so bad at updating Discord, and Twitter just is full of suckiness. I'm just thinking of getting rid of both of those and just focusing on YouTube comments, YouTube community tab, and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I like Facebook because the greatest group ever are on Facebook, right? There's like, we just got one going.
Yep.
And then there's the Evercade fan hub and
Yep. Facebook's pretty chill.
Yeah, it's a great group, right?
Yeah, and then like to me, nothing beats the YouTube group, like the YouTube stuff. Like all the commenters on YouTube, like they're just awesome.
I like the community tab. I want to use it a lot more for like my members and for the community. So I'm gonna start.
Dude, that's the best. That's the best. Twitter, I don't really engage too much, but I like to see other content creators, and
Twitter's full of dingbats over there.
Yeah. I have taken a break.
Every platform is full of dingbats.
Yes. No, to me though, I do like Discord.
Yeah, but I like having just one platform I can control the dingbat.
I hear you. I like Discord because it's live, and I feel like here's the thing I like about Discord. I feel like the people who watch a lot of our content and like our content hang out on Discord, and I kind of feel like especially the official Evercade Facebook group that opens it up to everybody, and so sometimes you get special people that just want to. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go back to the Evercade fans, but I needed to take a break from that because it was too many alerts and anything. But just real quick on this. So if you press A, X, and B, then and you get to see a picture of a mug reserved for the Blaze employees.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, the combination unlocks a picture. Yeah,
but it's also like, you get to see this picture, but also it's a tease because
No, I can. So listen, I can. And for all of you who like the extra Evercade stuff, that's great. But I could just kind of tell. It looks just like a cheapy, small mug. I mean, I don't know. The pins are all right, but I mean, and kind of Sean said they have to find small stuff that they can send. I mean, if you like those things, those are cool. But I don't know. That's just me. Oh, and then there's one other great tweet that Evercade did put out. I think we'll recognize this. If I think I know it's the right thing and it's the wrong thing, I need to turn in my gamer's license. But I thought that was great. I'm pretty sure, isn't that the dude from Resident Evil 4? Am I right on that?
Oh yeah.
It sells you the stuff. Yeah, I was like, okay, if I messed that up,
the shopkeeper guy.
Yes. Yeah, I was just like, I don't know how I missed that.
And he's saying, "What are you buying?"
Yeah, what are you buying? Yeah, so that I thought I would just share that. But good to see on Discord.
And I know this. I know this. I've never even played it.
Yeah. No, I mean, kind of going. Yeah, just I don't know. I feel like I said, the Discord group is more of our people, and it's live. Like here's what I haven't had happen yet on Discord, and this is what soured me, and not from Facebook in general. I haven't had people pile on, and what I mean is I would post a video, and people would just comment based on the title, and that's why when I do post a link there, I disable the comments because the people would just pile on and give opinions and just not even constructive feedback, and so it was
Yeah,
it was
no problem with Discord. It's just my problem is I just don't. I forget to update and forget to go in there and look. That's not something I tend to hang out like. I don't like the Evercade Discord unless you guys tell me something was in Discord. That's when I go over there.
Oh, okay.
There's so many channels on the Evercade one you got to look at. There's like 50 million channels.
Yeah, no, you could get lost in there.
I mainly obviously announcements, and then the pictures and video, and then the general. Those are really the main ones that I spend my time in, and of course, the beta group that those of us are part of. But that's really it. But yeah, you can get lost. You can get lost down the rabbit hole for sure. And then sometimes when there have been like asshats, like Sean has gone in there and like spanked people down personally. So. But that has really happened in a while. I don't know. Maybe the only other thing that I don't like about, I'll say, like the Evercade Facebook groups is that I have to have like the mobile app installed. And I just took a break from Facebook in general. Like I don't even have that installed on my phone, and it was just my personal. It was just relieving just to kind of take a break. Like anything important, I find out through my wife, anyways. So, but yeah, I mean, like I have Instagram, it's there, but I don't use it much. But anyways, yeah. So now that we kind of got Pete. So yeah. I want your take on next week. You're saying if they do the same old, it'll be disappointing. So what do you hope we hear next week?
I really have low expectations of what they're going to do next week. To be honest with you, like I got a feeling we're just going to get like the 20-second trailers of some collections. I think we're just going to get like that's why like we're going to get that. We'll probably get mostly console stuff. I think it's hard for them to follow up the EXP from last year and the year before, follow up the Evercade VS, unless they're holding on to some accessory or something like that we don't know about. Like I don't think they're out of the hardware business by any means, but I just like if they come out and they just talk about a bunch more number 3s of Atari or something like that, I think I'll just in generally probably not be that excited about it. But if they come out and they announce another big publisher or something like that, or mostly computer and arcade, that could keep my excitement level up. I don't know. Yeah. I just feel a little bit meh about the whole thing, to be honest with you.
I think we'll see Capcom games.
Yeah,
see,
it's just.
I know there's people that want that, but for me, so here's the thing. For me personally, I don't care, and I'll say, and let me tell you why. Like for me, even accessories anymore don't excite me because I play everything on the EXP, right? Like I don't really play. I love hand. I don't really play the VS too much, except when I sit down on my computer or I capture footage. That's when I play the VS. Is mainly when I use it for YouTube. I mean, those of you who like and use the VS, that's excellent. But then who knows? That could change. There was once the VS came out, I didn't really touch the handheld anymore until the purple one came out. So
yeah, for me it doesn't. Carson, I sound grumpy. No, not really. It's just that it's year 4 of being in this world and being immersed in it. It's going to take a lot to impress me. I'm just being honest, to be honest with you, right? Like, yeah. Get off my lawn energy? No, not at all.
Get off my lawn.
Well, that's every day, Carson.
right.
That's
I love how Bruce the Coffee Boy says.
But like, I mean, think about it. It's like, they got their own very hard act for them to follow, right? It's been arcade announcement, platform. It's been like, oh, we're getting arcade games. Then we're getting VS. Oh, then we're getting computer games. Then we're getting EXP. Like they set themselves up for a possibly disappointing announcement. Now, if they focus on, like I said, if they focus just on arcade and computer collections and indie heroes or dual cards, man, that would be awesome. But if they're only holding on to Collector Vision's 3 Sydney Enter games, like I've already said since day one, if that leak is true, extremely disappointing. If that's all we get from Collector Vision.
Oh, dude, that would be we did more than that. I think it's funny that Ballistic Coffee Boy said anything
like
except
at
worms.
First though?
Yeah,
like,
and you know what? I love the people at Blaze. Don't get me wrong. Like I think I have nothing but respect for them. But at the same time, 4 years now, I'm gonna they are past the warm hugs on everything. I'm a paying customer. I'm in their ecosystem. I've invested a lot of time and energy. And I had a lot of fun so far. I met some fantastic people. But year 4, come on, bring it. Impress me. That's all I'm saying. I think I'd be no different with Microsoft. I think Microsoft is floundering heavily now with the Series X. I don't even play my Series X. Guess what console I've been playing a lot lately when I do play? PlayStation 5. Because Sony has floundered less. So, there's competition in the retro space, right?
Right.
But anyway, so I think that I just personally think they set themselves up for a few of us maybe having this opinion. More Gremlin. I like the Gremlin collection, right? I'm pretty sure Ed was the one that didn't like Gremlin.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
I'm not
And I
particularly
was kind of
fond
like,
Gremlin either.
on it.
Seriously, I want the funny thing is I want them to come out with Gremlins 3. Like I want them to skip Gremlins 2, or if they, in a way,
Hey! Let's not get nasty. Like Gremlins 2 needs to come, even though the movies suck.
I like Dave. That movie's good. That movie's really good. You should see it again.
I'm just trolling, Crow. It wasn't bad at all.
If anything, I want Gremlins to come out because then I can make a video like just a total irony and act like it's my favorite collection. Like I'll be like, this is the best collection in Evercade to ever exist, and I'll do like a total ironic. It would be like such a fun video to make.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the thing that we were kind of talking last time, like, yeah, we just want to be surprised, like, just want to kind of be like blown away, like, don't just want like another Konami collection with Castlevania and like Contra, like have it if they're gonna do that, have it be some other games. Like I know people want Capcom on the VS, but that unless I don't know if they did like a physical collection for that, it would have to be something like don't give us the same repeated games. I don't know, would that get me as excited?
Well,
to the moment, it's kind of
that's how I see it. Personally, don't care if it's on the VS, but I care for the people who don't have or only have the VS. I would love for them to be able to play the Capcom game. And personally, I think I would enjoy it just to play multiplayer with my buddy, my cousins, and my kids.
Yeah.
That's really, but like personally, I play everything. Everybody knows me. My channel, like I'm a handheld gamer. I'm very transparent about that. So I love my EXP. But I feel for people who only have the VS, and I'd love them to be able to play the Capcom games.
Good point. Good point.
Which I think we all said when this was first announced. Like I even said, I think splitting their ecosystem was a mistake. Like I think honestly they should have parity across the board. Like I think, is it a major mistake for me? Not really, because I'm going to buy everything anyway. But for like people aren't wrong when they said that, right? Like
I hear
it's
you.
hard with a small company when they got two different software across their two ecosystems.
But you know what they're going to do,
It's
right?
even hard for them.
But you know how they're going to do it, right? They would make it so you would plug in your EXP into your VS. Like you wouldn't have to use it, so you'd still have to buy an EXP. That would be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But think about it. I'm thinking about Blaze too. They're a tiny little company. They're already going to spread themselves, I think, pretty thin with this mega tech yellow thing that they're doing. But think about it. They have two softwares out now. One for VS, one for EXP that they have to upkeep. They have to maintain. They have to update. That they have different options on, right? With Capcom. So I mean, if they can get parity across the board with only Capcom different, good for them. But still, there's that difference, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do to get there. But if they did have the Capcom collection available on the VS, like that would be. Actually, no. There's one reason. There's one reason that actually I would want it. It's for the dumbest reason. It's only because I'm a YouTuber. So that way, then I could actually play the Capcom collection through the VS and not try to futz around with the handheld more. That would be,
I don't have a problem with
it. yeah, I know it's an OBS.
That's when people get to see my face. All my Evercade videos, because I'm right in the reflection. My beautiful face.
Yeah, but
usually I wave when I'm playing. I'm like, hey, hello.
But yeah, if it's like a quick 5-minute video and they just or 20-second and they just announce it only the Sydney.
Well,
like, really?
The good news is, remember, are you going to show the tweet from Sean where he's super nervous, got a bad stomach because of his anticipation for next week? So that could be a good thing.
Oh, is that on the official Evercade?
I don't know. I follow Sean wherever Sean's at. I think it's only Cleaver Lips. I think it's his only his personal one. But I think he mentioned something where he's like getting nervous or something like that. I can't remember.
Let's see.
I'll try to find it.
I'm looking.
Hyper Mega Tech thing is t-shirts.
Hyper Mega Tech.
Time to global Hyper Meganet.
Oh,
I love that.
Crow, you're back to form. Everything's actually working.
Actually, that didn't work the way I intended
Oh,
it
for
to.
love of God.
Cartridge. How much money Netflix?
How many carts are we announcing? I want them all, Julian. I want them all. I want the full roadmap.
All the carts ever.
Geez, it's only 7 months left.
Yeah, the next timeline. Yeah, I agree with.
What are you waiting for?
I mean, you got to
That's
leave
true.
something, right?
Well, they said they're going to have
Except
secrets
December.
outside of that. Leave those for special announcements.
Okay. And then,
yeah.
so what do you think about the fact that they call it Volume 1?
What volume one?
The showcase. The showcase is Showcase Volume 1.
Yeah, that's a good point. Tell us what you
Oh,
think.
really? I
Rich.
didn't know they. Maybe because next
Yeah,
year
Rich,
will be
tell us what
volume
you
2.
think.
I mean, I think it's because there's another one that's gonna wind up
Time to
coming to be. So it's not like, like it'll be volume 1 because you would think
global
that each year
Crow,
there'll
we're hearing
be
that.
I forgot that's where it was.
Yeah, each year there might be like, a beginning of year and mid-year announcement, right? So like they could be saving stuff for a volume 2 to come in, I don't know,
October?
whenever. Yeah,
That'd be fine.
like right before the holidays, right?
Yeah.
Or even in November,
Yeah, I think it's I thought about it for a split second. About volume 1, but did anybody do a reaction video to the teaser? I don't think any of us did, right?
There was a teaser?
Yeah.
The little volume 1 stuff. Did anybody do a little?
Where
clip
was
on
this?
that?
Was this on YouTube?
What
Wasn't it like
the
a
fact
tweet
that
or
it's called
something?
volume 1? It's everywhere.
teaser.
Everywhere you
How
see
come-
the thing.
Where? I have not seen
We
that.
suck at our jobs, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna
Why
say.
is Rich
let me-
bringing this up a week after it was released? I had no idea. I don't even remember it. I don't even remember it being
Yeah,
called
man.
volume
All
1.
right, I'll find it on Twitter real quick.
You say everywhere,
Yeah,
but I only look
yeah,
at
no,
YouTube
we-
and Discord.
Retro.
Yeah, it's called Volume 1, but yeah, no, we posted that graphic last time, but I don't.
Yeah, but we didn't really tune into volume 1. We didn't say
Yeah, man.
anything. Did you guys
I
talk
said
about
it
it
in
last
my
week?
Last
video.
week we did. Yeah, last week we did.
Oh, okay.
For sure. I
Yeah,
talked
there was just the
about it in my-
Accolades trailer, the Thunderpod trailer. That's it on YouTube. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
nothing.
Accolades trailer? What?
What Accolade trailer?
What Accolades?
I was about a month ago where it's like
I saw the
everything-
Thunderpod
Yeah.
trailer. Or video or whatever it was.
Yeah, see?
I have no idea. I'm lost.
It's all good.
Yeah,
What
I'm-
accolades?
I'm-
They announced accolades?
They just called
Okay,
it.
I saw that.
Accolades,
I
but it
just
wasn't-
Yeah.
the volume
What's
1
it-
part just
Volume
didn't
1.
register in my
Why are they
mind.
doing it at noon PST? Like, seriously? In the middle of a work week?
Wait,
Like,
I know that's it too.
wait, that's
Yeah.
not the same time I thought it was. Pacific
No.
even
Standard
for our
Time.
Brits.
Oh
Even
no, it's
for our
3 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
it's 2 p.m. for me here.
That's
Yeah,
after
I'm not
that's
gonna-
after work though, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
even
not
for
for
the
me.
Brits, it's a weird hour.
Yeah.
Like, wait,
Yeah.
8 p.m. for the Brits. I mean, BST is British Standard Time, I'm assuming. Like, that's weird for them, too.
Yeah, that's true.
So that tells
Yeah.
me if they're putting it late at night for the Brits in Europe, that
Yeah.
tells me it's going to be heavy on North American content for us, which is
Mhm.
console and freaking console.
It's
So that
console
tells me
and
it's going to be
console.
light on, even though the colors, I think it's going to be some type of spectrum. And please, everybody, the spectrum graphics are wanting on that system. Watch the documentary
Yeah.
on the spectrum. But tells me it might be heavy on console, right? Why would they put it so late for the Brits? Because they'll be
I mean,
forever getting their videos out if it was mostly computer collections.
You could
Maybe they want
be
the rest of the world to see it.
you could be correct.
I'm on to something.
Hmm.
I'm on to something.
I can't watch it when it airs because somebody scheduled meetings the whole day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't be home till night. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I'll put a video out. I'll be really cranky when I get home. I already told the boys before the show started. So this is gonna be, guys, tune in next week, Wednesday.
Yeah, your
around
videos, your
midnight?
reaction is probably going to be the best.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I know.
yeah. My reaction is going to be after working for 10, 11 hours and cranky, and I'm just going to it's going to take a lot to get me in a good mood next week.
Ah,
This
that's
better
what
be
it's under.
good.
Yeah, they schedule it so both Europe and yeah.
No, Dan, I know, but Dan. So I get home from work around 6:37. Dinner with the family, get the kids ready for bed, help
Yes.
with homework. I'll probably not do my video until 9ish, 10 maybe.
Oh
get it
crap!
out.
And this
I'll
is
put it right
Wednesday
away.
too, because I
Oh,
stream on
Nick.
Wednesday night.
Nick, my original name of my original YouTube channel, Rich knows this,
Mm-hmm.
was Cranky Dad Gamer.
Mhm.
I had
was good.
icons, logos, everything for it.
It was a good one.
Original name of my channel when I first started was Cranky Dad Gamer. And you know why I had to change it?
Why?
Because everybody complained that I wasn't cranky.
That's, yeah.
Right, Rich? Even Rich
Yep,
said it.
that's
Rich,
true.
I remember Rich, our first conversation we had before we started the show, Gary goes, Pete, you're not really cranky in your videos. You're really always just a pretty happy, chill dude, or something
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
Maybe now it's time to bring it back. No.
So you know what I might
Make a
do?
segment.
Hey, you know what? Anybody who I'm going to release all the images from my Cranky Dad Gamer on my membership channel, and you guys can see all the images I had to put together.
That's
I had
awesome.
remember, Rich? I had the Uncharted image of myself.
Yeah.
Do you remember that with like
Yep.
controllers
Yep.
instead of guns? Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll do that. But yeah, absolutely, that was the original name of my channel, Cranky Dad Gamer.
Yeah.
Was kind of funny.
Dude. Like
That
gun
was good.
support. I mean, yeah, that would
Wow.
be
That's
would be-
awesome. Nick just reminded me of that Cranky Pete. Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that an ape in Donkey Kong Country too?
Cranky Kong, yes.
Yeah, Cranky
Crank
Kong.
Canadian.
Yeah,
Crank
yeah.
Canadian.
Cranky
Cranky
Canadian.
Kong is supposed to be the original Donkey Kong.
I'm not cranky. I'm not cranky. I'm just maybe I am. Maybe I am.
Hmm.
I'm old. Leave me alone.
Well, maybe next week it'll make you uncranky. I don't uncranky, but yeah, we just news to be blown.
I
away.
am
Like,
doing my Hulk Hogan switch, okay? I'm going.
I tell
going
you
real.
what would be so to me. What would almost like to me what I don't know if this will happen, but I would like to think maybe behind the scenes they're working on updating firmware, they're updating new features. If they said, hey, like leaderboards is now live, like I would actually like to see like them announce like some new features in the OS or the interface or whatever the hell it's called, and have it actually like go live instead of like it's coming next. It's coming sometime. That's my whole thing is like stick to announcement. And again, I'll go back to the button mapping thing because they went to announce it like a few times. Like what was it, like two or the third time? Then we got it, and yes, it's in beta, but at least we did. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like for me, when things get announced, like I want it to happen soon after that, or it loses its shininess.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me though, because I like to live in the moment. But yeah, I'm hoping that they do. I mean, like a Sega collection, something, but don't have. But if there's a Sega collection, it better not be that same Genesis collection that's on every single platform, including the Switch and everything. Give us different stuff. I think that what would blow us more away would be like some arcade publisher, some indie games that we've never heard of or never really played. That would be, that would be great. But yeah, I think did you say it, Rich? Because it was volume 1. Maybe they'll do a volume 2 later this year. Is it going to be an annual thing?
Yeah, I mean that's my guess is, at least for the volume 2, volume 1 thing, is that we are going to see another one of these showcases before the end of their year. Not like before, and maybe even before the end of 2023, because it makes sense. I mean, if it's the end of May here, like towards the end of the year, I would say November, late October, late November even, just to kind of say like, hey, this is how we're going to finish up the year kind of thing. Because why would you call it volume 1, right? Because like that would imply like, oh, there's more of them in this year, because you do like your volumes each year. So
yeah, I hope Evercade hasn't put themselves into this trap, because now they've announced the computer collection, they've got to put out licenses for it.
Yeah.
Like I like that we're getting Amiga, but this may be controversial, but like I don't want to see another C64 collection this year. Give us new computer stuff. Give us Spectrum. Give us
more Converse 64, please. I'm going to cancel out your request.
Or give us a different publisher, something. I don't know. It's just...
Well, yeah, different publisher. You would have to. I don't know how many more Epix games they could put on.
Yeah. Well, because, actually, the funny thing is, I know, like, in previous versions, our audience would maybe say, hey, the Amiga version, this is better. Why aren't we getting this? So I'm thinking that cart will live up to the hype, but I don't know. I just... maybe it might just be me on those collections.
Yeah.
Again, if I had grown up playing that in an Atari, then it'd be different. But or like an MSX, yeah, that's what I mean.
I want to see Sharp 68,000
or like DOS. Come on, like give us some of those older vintage.
Well, if you're gonna do the DOS stuff, like some of those things, the emulation gets a little weird, because a lot of those old DOS games require some kind of keyboard input. So unless to mandate a keyboard input would be VS only then, right? Unless they're gonna say, here, plug a keyboard, get one of these weird adapters, and plug a keyboard into your EXP or something like that.
It depends on the game.
If they could get the Intellivision collections to work for the most part, then they could probably...
dude, like the Doom, like all I can say is like Doom 1 and 2 and Duke Nukem work awesome on the Steam Deck. You might have to remap some keys, but they work fine with a controller.
Yeah.
So I don't think I really, and it depends. Again, it depends on. But let's put it this way: the controls can't be any worse than the C64 collection. I mean, that's just.
Yeah, but at
controls
least the
were bad.
C64 collection, most of the games are one button when you get into them. It's just getting into them, right?
Yeah.
Well, in fact, that's because
Yeah.
the controller only had one button. In
That's
fact,
right.
they've made the controls better because in the games where you had to push up to jump, they actually mapped a button for that, so you don't have to push up to jump.
I've never liked up to jump.
No, not at all. I hate up to jump.
Well, that's what you're going to get with the Amiga too, because most of the Amiga games, when they came out, the controller only had one button.
Yeah, I mean, with me too. Like, I know, like, I hate a lot on the, with the computer collections. So, growing up, I was like 100% like a console gamer. Yeah, like my cousin had a computer, and I appreciated being able to see these other games. But like, I really liked console. I mean, it's funny now, like things have like flipped. Like I really like to play like, indies and stuff like that. But it's different. But
I go where the games are. The games I want to play at the time I
Yeah.
want to play it. That's where I go. To be honest with you now, like why not, right? Like I was playing on my VCS the other day. I was just having a blast playing games on there. There's so many new games coming out for that. Hey, Rich, how's that taxi game? Is it good?
Yeah, man. I must admit I was actually playing a little bit ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is it worth it?
I just
And that's
cracked the top 10 in the scoreboards.
That's
Okay.
only on the VCS.
Yeah, only on the VCS.
What-
It's
Doodle
not on
Taxi.
Steam or nothing?
How much you charging for it?
It was $7.99.
It looks
Okay.
great.
ooh,
It's
Send me the video.
dude, it's so much fun.
dude, that'd
It's
be
so
an
much
instant
fun.
buy. Yeah, at that price. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's I'm having a blast.
But speaking of leaderboards, like I want, you know what? I want that for me that would be an announcement if we could get leaderboards.
Well, dude, that
yeah.
would excite me, Ed. If they come out and they just announce blah 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 cart, blah 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 cart, blah 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 cart, and they say, hey, you can actually log in, create your Evercade account, have a leaderboards, and add friends, that would blow my mind away. That would be freaking cool. That would be awesome because I've been asking for that for 4 years. Just saying. And if Atari can do it with 12 employees and do it well, you know,
Right?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We kind of talked about that, like having profiles and badges and events. But even if they at least just started with a leaderboard, because then like the replayability, the bragging rights. Oh wait, what is it? Searchability.
Well, what a
Yeah,
leaderboard means, you have to have a profile. You have to have a name associated to it.
Yes.
Unless they do just the 3-letter names, and that sucks. But
yeah, or QR.
I want my
yeah, no,
Evercade
you still have to have a profile somewhere. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You know,
like
Sergeant-
Atari, it's awesome what they've been doing.
Atari. But you know what? That's funny. I was thinking that, like Sergeant Bill, like if they did like a Tetris collection with all different versions of Tetris, like that would
No,
excite me.
No one will buy that. Just that.
Everyone will buy it.
Well, yeah, I think if anything, they would have to come up with a profile system before the leaderboards.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, because you have to have somewhere for the scores to go, right?
Yeah.
You know, like you can't just have like, hey, here's scores, and then like like nebulous scores. Hey, what's up, Ken? How's it going? Just talking about some Doodle Taxi.
Oh, Wood Aaron snuck in. Hey, sorry, I didn't see you there.
Hey,
What's Andrew saying? Would Pete be cranky if he wasn't at the top? Top of what?
Of the
the
leaderboards.
leaderboards.
Oh, leaderboards.
Oh, yeah, trust me, I'll never reach the top of any leaderboard except for Pitfall.
Yeah. Well, just me looking at the leaderboards on the game I was just playing. I don't think I got a shot at the top. I can crack top 5 though, probably.
You know who does really good leaderboards and just ecosystem is oh my god, the arcade streaming arcade service.
You're talking about Antstream.
Antstream?
Antstream.
'Cause
They're amazing.
That's
at
what that was what immediately came to mind whenever
Yeah,
we talk
Antstream
about
is so good at
profiles and
that.
leaderboards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evercade, the arcade machine. Yeah, I would love that. An Evercade tabletop machine where you can put 12 carts in and just have a joystick rollerball. I'd buy that in 2 seconds. Come on, Crow. I set you up on that one.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't find the button.
Buy that for $1.
Yeah, maybe too.
I didn't-
I'd pay a toonie for that one. But
be a
like,
cool
I would
thing.
love that. Just turn around where I'm at now and have a tabletop there with all a bunch of carts in there and just, oh man, that would be awesome.
right?
And
Yeah,
have a
it's supposed-
spinner and a proper joystick, all that kind of stuff. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that?
Well, I've almost got that. I mean,
You know what?
except for
Find
the-
like
and
find a
the
cheap, find like
arcade-
an arcade one up, gut it, and then kind of like make your own. Like
Yeah.
I could find something like that.
I
for
want a
it.
tabletop one. No, I wouldn't want a stand-up one. I want a little tabletop.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
that'd be
could build
cool.
one.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
Tetris Battle, Gaiden.
all you'd
What's
really
that?
need is a shell. You have an Evercade VS. All you'd really need is a shell and a little monitor. You just build it yourself out of that.
Yes, that's exactly what I want to do, Crow.
So
That's
what
something
I would
I'd
be-
want to do.
I'll tell you what I would be happy.
Do it, Crow. I dare you.
I'll tell you what I would be happy with, and this would be like the minimal effort for leaderboards. Like, first of all, like the one thing, like, and I think it's like they can't charge any money for this service because other people don't except Nintendo. Like, it has
Oh,
to
they
be-
won't do that. They're too
Yeah.
smart for that. They won't do
yeah.
that.
So that's the first thing. Then I agree. Like, have a bare minimum profile. I'd be fine with here's profiles. You can add friends for right now, and they can just see like your high scores. And then,
Yeah.
just have the leaderboard exist. Like, have it start with that. I don't care if there's like only certain arcade games. Like, if it's not every game, start with there and then kind of go.
Yeah.
And kind of go from that point.
I would agree. Keep it
I'd be
simple
happy
and
with
add to it, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then you know what they could do once in addition to the game of the month, and I don't think this would be too hard if they actually had like a built-in challenge saying, "Hey, play like for Katie's challenge," and it could actually be like linked into it, like have something, use the Wi-Fi capabilities, and
Yeah,
have like
have the challenge. If you complete the challenge, you get a point, and earn points, and
you get a badge.
you have
Yeah.
a leaderboard just for that.
yeah, why
Yeah.
not, right?
Yeah.
Keeps people in your ecosystem. And something I've been mentioning in my arcade challenge videos, they need to bring Katie to the forefront of their menu system because Katie's tips are really fun to read, and Katie needs to be more a part of their ecosystem and brought forward because right now Katie's comments are buried in the extra
they're-
comments of the
The
video.
very
Yeah,
end
you,
of the
you gotta
game's
like
description.
scroll down. Yeah,
So
Yeah,
not only
it
do you
needs
have
a
to
button
open the
just
game,
for Katie.
yeah,
that'd
I
be
need
awesome.
the Katie button. Play.
You could just like,
Katie.
literally just have the Katie icon. You can just
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So I've
Instead
been making
of
it a
that-
point now in my one up challenges, my arcade challenges, to read Katie's tips.
yes,
Yeah.
I
That's
always
just a one up.
I
I think
always
they need
read
to
that.
do because Katie could be their mascot. They could pull away, get a plushie, do everything, get Katie going, man.
Why not, right?
Yeah, that's true. They need to.
Hyper Megatech.
Okay.
Compute Global Hyper Meganet.
Ooh, like they like a Katie plushie there. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, I think definitely having leaderboards, even if they only start with a handful of games, even the arcade game, and then with that, the other very basic feature they need to make is arcade games need to save your high score without using a save state. For the love of God, that really bothers me because I don't know. Like in any other emulator, you can do that. Especially if they're going to make it so you have to use competition mode, then that's like the dilemma. Like maybe you want to brag and use competition mode, but then you're forced to use save states to save your score because we're stuck with that. Ooh, Taito.
Yeah.
That would be
Tato would be
another
good.
one.
David Hassan Sturm says ColecoVision. Yeah, there's problems with ColecoVision though because there's a lot of discrepancy on who owns the specific licenses for ColecoVision games. That's why they didn't try it before.
I think you can get that sorted. Sean's a master at license. I don't know. But yeah, I think we can all agree that we just don't want, hey, here's just a few like boring like console cards. We want something, unless it's like a Paprium or something, something like that. So here's another interesting question. I want with their marketing, like, do you think now that they have this ecosystem and they have people like us, do you think they should cater? Do you think they should cater more towards the people who buy the products, do something like have a Master System collection, have some of these niche things, or should they cater to the general public and get like a Konami collection or Capcom 2?
Just put out whatever they want.
Right, but for the focus, my focus is I think they should cater to the niche group. I mean, if they can get those deals, that's great. But I think they should cater.
Why would they cater to the niche group
Yeah.
when they can cater to the wider audience?
Yeah,
and
I'm
make
wider. I think 50%. I think 50-50. Give us something to nibble on, like profiles and stuff, and then go capture the wide audience. I think they need to go wide and get more people in the funnel.
Well, I'm talking about games because I'll tell you, because those wide audiences, they already have like a Switch, and they're going to buy that stuff from the Switch eShop, and I don't think they would go into Evercade.
Yeah.
Like if you
That's
have a
true.
Switch and you want a Capcom game, you're not going to buy an Evercade EXP.
It's a good
just for
point.
that, you know.
Well,
So that's
It's the
all.
same price almost.
Yeah,
It's only $50 cheaper than the Switch here in Canada. Switch Lite.
yeah. That's
that's a
all.
good
I think
point.
they need to
That's
make like mainstream features like on the leaderboards. But as far as like that's the one thing that's special about like Evercade. It's for like a group of people who like that kind of style of retro indie or whatever, those kind of games that want like physical collections. Not necessarily the masses, because like you don't want this to turn into like a limited run or anything crazy like that. But yeah, at the same point, you don't want Evercade to flounder, which I don't think they will. Even though we don't know their earnings, but
Andrew says we'll be happy with the announcements. We'll see. We will see.
I
I'd be
hope so.
happier
I'm hoping
if it
so.
was. I'd be happier if it aired during a time I could watch it.
Yeah, I guess you can't please everyone though, right?
Yeah, you can't.
Right,
you can't,
right.
You can't do that for everybody, but I can still
Yeah,
complain.
exactly.
No,
I used to like it when
to
you used
me,
to drop it at 6 a.m. my time, because then I
So-
could do a video.
That
call
would have
to
been a
the
better time.
so for me, like here's another like it's Memorial Day weekend. Maybe they think people will like everybody. Why wouldn't you just drop it on Monday, where everybody's off work? I don't know. That's just kind of weird to me.
Well, and everyone's off work, and well, actually, maybe they're not doing it because specifically they know that if it's something big, the offices and everywhere else is going to be closed. Like if you're looking to see if you can grab some attention, like last year they were trying to grab attention because of the EXP, right? They were trying to grab some, like IGN and Game Informer and all that other stuff. Those guys are not there, right? So like you wouldn't have somebody writing the story right away. So therefore, you might not get the eyeballs on the news at all. So you want to make sure you're
It's only
capturing.
a holiday in the U.S. though, right?
Yeah, just in the U.S.
I don't know
But
about Europe though. I shouldn't say that. I have no idea
But-
about.
But you know what, though? I want to say screw IGN because they're just writing it for attention versus I feel like we're like the real gamers,
Well,
who
yeah, I
actually enjoy
mean,
the
but
product.
still,
I know what you mean, though.
Yeah, like we have a nice audience, and we're like blessed to be able to talk to them and have them, and they hang out with us, and it's great. But at the same time, like those big giant, news like gaming news organizations, they all, they'll get the other people that don't know what Evercade is back in, right? That's how the EXP made a splash. So you got to make sure that
So why don't they-
IGN goes wide, right? You get such a massive audience at IGN, whether you like them or not. They're like,
Right.
True.
They're
Yeah,
such
people
a
still look at 'em.
global, a gaming outlet, right?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. See, for me, I want Evercade to be successful, but I don't want them to be mainstream. If that makes.
I don't think they'll ever be mainstream.
No.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
is
Julian's
good because-
off work on Monday in the UK, so
Yeah.
That's
But
not
yeah,
good.
we just have to wait the middle of the week. Just kind of like thinking in my mind, like what could all these things be? And I hope what Andrew is saying will be, we'll be pleased. I think the one thing though, the one thing we could say that what it is what we don't expect. That's kind of what it always is. Like that's what I hope, right?
Right. Yep.
And then I'm pretty sure it's safe to say because it's not going to be a console or an accessory because they just came out with hardware.
I
mean,
what if it is?
I
You
wouldn't be too
expect
sure.
that.
I wouldn't be too sure about it not being an accessory. I would just say.
But what would it be though? Like, let's say if they did announce, "Hey, we have wireless controllers," I'd be like, "Meh."
I'd like that.
I don't know about wireless controllers. I mean, I would say like, well, I mean, the only accessory that I would like really be super excited about is of course like alternative methods of input. Like we're talking like spinner, trackball, like that kind of stuff. It'd be really sweet if they're like, hey, you know what PS1 had a lot of light gun games, and then they just like drop a light gun on us. That'd be cool.
I don't even think they would need to produce that accessory. All they would need to do is create the compatibility for it so you could use something that already exists.
Yeah, but then the problem though is that like if it's let's say like Sind and Lycan, like are people gonna pay more than the console is worth for the light gun? You know what I mean? That's kind of.
I'm not saying a light gun. I don't think that'll happen.
No.
Right.
That would be,
Yeah, I'm just spitballing, right?
So no, but I know what you like if they said, hey, here's like for like $40, you get this collection that includes a spinner in that. But so I can tell you why I don't think it's going to be that, and this is maybe going to sound mean of me of saying, and I know it's like because they're struggling just with getting button mapping done. I don't think that they have the capabilities to integrate that right as of yet. I know maybe that's mean to mean to say, but you know that they're struggling with that. So I don't think we'll see that next Wednesday. I hope I'm wrong. Sean isn't in here. Dang it! I want Sean to be lurking. I want to like bust him out.
Yeah, I mean, well, apparently they're not like they're so busy that I don't think they're even at.
Yeah,
I don't think they're even at Blaze.
no, but here's kind of the one thing that
What are they
Evercade
so
has
busy
shown us.
doing?
Yeah, what
Working
are they
on
doing?
other stuff.
Here's
Working on
the
getting
one.
those handshakes and make handshakes and smiles and deals.
Here's what I want Blaze, and I think what they've kind of showed us. The good thing is they're a small company, but the bad thing is they can't do too much stuff. Like we kind of learned, like the release with the EXP was a little bit rockier than they had hoped. You know, not talking about like the theft and all that. They just need to focus on the licensing deals and the features. Like that's I think Pete said that many times too. Like that's all they need to do for this and next year. Get back into that, get the features in there, make sure everything comes out polished. And I think that's where they shine. Like yes, an accessory would be awesome, but I don't think they have the bandwidth for it unless they can hire more people just to work on that, you know. But that's just me. Yeah, leaderboards,
Well, they did manage
leaderboards,
to constantly
profiles.
put hardware out. So, in addition to new cartridges, they've been putting out new cartridges and new hardware. So I don't see why they couldn't continue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, because they've kind of struggled, right? You know.
Well, I mean, it's also because maybe like they're ramping up to do these other things, and that happens that happens in a company that's starting to grow, right?
Yeah.
You just hope that like after these deals are inked and done and all that kind of stuff, that they can either ramp up in staff or now having the time to get stuff done. Like make their big splash. Here's the announcements, and then just buckle down and start getting the work done.
Yeah. I just don't want them to do. Like too. Want them to do too much.
Sure.
That's all. Where they lose focus because the bad that like here's what I don't want to have happen. Like let's say they put all their attention and they're working on the next console to come out in 2 to 3 years, but then we just keep getting like average collections or like we just keep getting like the Sydney Hunters versus we could be getting like more more in depth of what that publisher. That's all. Like I don't want there just to be like the bare bones. Like yes, Data East 2 and all that will be cool, but I don't want there just to be like the bare bones. Like I feel like they've set the bar where we need to continue to have collections and blow us away. Like Toplin is good. I don't want a Toplin 3 because I feel like we've had enough of those for now. Maybe next year. That's all. I just want to be surprised by the games and just have good games and pop in the cart and have it work. These extra features like online, yes, I want that, but I don't want Evercade to lose its core thing, which is you get these games, the experience is polished, you put it in the cart and play it. You don't have to worry about stuff. Dewey Decimal System. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah.
Toplin 3. Literally been drowning in Toplin. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks again, Ken, for dropping by. We were talking about Doodle Taxi, and then magically the developer of the Doodle Taxi just dropped in the chat.
Oh, that's awesome.
And said hello. So
that's awesome.
Say the name of the game and he shall appear. But we appreciate dropping by, and he subbed. He'll be hanging out with us again, I'm sure.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for that to drop on Steam.
Yeah.
I thought you said it was a VCS exclusive.
It's a VCS exclusive, I believe. At least for a little bit, anyway.
For a little bit.
That and Escape from Popo, I think, is also an exclusive. BCB can fact check me on that live because he also would know. But yeah, I went back and started playing again because it's too much fun.
Nice.
It's like it's basically like it's Crazy Taxi only in a world that is like part of like an old school GTA 3 map, if you can like imagine that. And then the way the game works is you have to like do all your fares because you're a taxi driver that got like cursed by a witch, and then, like it took your your sight of color away, so everything looks like it's just like brown and gray or whatever. And every fare that you successfully bring to their location, it adds more color to the world until
You're
you're
saying
I love
100%.
that's the plot. I
the
love
plot
that.
of the game is that you're a taxi driver that was cursed by a witch to not see color.
Correct. Correct.
Oh, Escape from Popo's an Arcade, so yeah,
Okay, well then there you go.
that's more.
So
more
so yeah, I mean, because and also because why not?
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
This is what it looks like.
Dude, that's cool. No, and I know
It's 3D. I thought it would be 2D for some
No,
reason.
no.
Yeah. It's a full 3D game.
So is it
Uh,
like
yeah.
Crazy Taxi then, where you pick
Yeah.
up fares?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I might have to get that then.
Leaderboards. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
so
I was
I
was considering looking into it, but knowing that,
I gotta get more money
Online
to
has me
unlock the
sold.
last car.
It'll come
yeah,
with Steam
I
eventually.
definitely could see playing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then so you start out like this, and then every fare that you complete,
Slacking on the bandwidth.
you add color. So like the car starts getting more colored in, and you can start seeing it more in the street, and then before you know it, it's like fully colorized, and it looks really awesome actually when it's fully colorized.
And then the witch curses you again.
Well, I mean, then that's the end. Once
Oh.
you complete it, it's a high score chase at that point. You keep going and doing more fares until you run out of time, because it is really, like Crazy Taxi. Because you see the top left, you have a
Yeah, I see the map.
yeah, and then on the top left you got there's a counter. There's a
Okay,
time
I don't really see
countdown.
Then that game looks great. That'll be that.
You know, it'd be really cool in the bottom right if you could actually have your score progress. I would love to see the score as you're going, so if you're in a really good run, you know what score you're getting. That would be kind of cool to see.
So you don't know your score until after you're done.
You don't know your score until the end.
I want to. So here's the thing. I want to be so blown away that I can play this ticker next week. I want to be. I want it to be. Hey guys, we've been silent. Hey, we're working on all these cool things. We love you all. We've heard your feedback. Because for me, that's the whole Evercade system is the hype. I want to be blown, regardless of what news it is. I want to be blown away.
Absolutely, 100%.
Evercast. Well, there's overlapping between other retro stuff. I know it's funny. It's like, where did I hear these guys come to talk about this? Has anyone gotten that? Not yet. I'm looking forward to. Actually, I was so busy that I even forgot that those were coming next week. Make it happen, Ed. Trying. But yeah, we'll see. Mine are due Thursday as well. Yeah, it'll just depend. I'd like to. I don't think I'm going to get mine later today, and then because the holiday.
My carts, I'm hoping that they come today, because I got my shipping notification on Tuesday or something like that, and usually when it's a Tuesday, I get them on a Saturday. So
I haven't even touched the last 2 carts I got.
I'm waiting to play them yet. No, it's
I'm still in Indie Heroes 2. I only have 4 games left.
Only. Yeah, once we're between news and stuff, I know I keep threatening this, but we will get back into the cart reviews and going through some of those. I just think sometimes
absolutely
it's fun doing those. It just gets overshadowed, and then maybe towards the end of the year at some point maybe we'll go through and list our top carts from some section to another section, because there's just so many. We might just have to do the top carts of this year, because there's
and now that we're at the the beginning splash of Blaze's year, we also got to talk about those little Katie things, and get that done, because I teased something 3 months ago, and then it's I actually need to do it, right?
Yeah, I know, and I know with our schedule we haven't had the chance to talk about it as much. We will. We haven't forgotten about the Katies. That'll still happen. But you know what? It'll be kind of good. Their shows will be out of the way. No, I mean, so the real show can begin. Just kidding. But it won't conflict. But yeah, we definitely haven't forgotten about all that stuff. But yeah, I just now that they have the main ecosystems to be wireless, hopefully that'll tap into something more than just updates. The only other thing that I would like to see for a quality of life feature, I don't know if it's possible, but sometimes when they come out with updates and they come out with a patch, for me personally, like I hate having to download the whole thing just for one patch. Because you have to wait for it to download, then it has to go through, then you have to wait for it to reboot. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not a quick process.
And
I just
you got to
if I know there's
constantly
an
click the
update-
update it. Like it takes 10 times for me to click update before it actually grabs the update.
well, if I hear there's an update, I'll just turn it on and update it when I'm not playing it. And then it's done when I want to play it.
Right.
Yeah, if you hear, but then the other irritating thing too, because we don't have a percentage, every time, like I'll be at 2 bars and it'll say you have to plug in your device. I'm like, but I am at least at 50%. According to the 2, like I don't know how we're into, you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, and I don't know. And the only other time it irritated me because an update came out, it was the thing with the retro or Donut Dodo. I keep calling it Retro Dodo. And then like shortly there was a patch afterwards. And then I was just like, well now, no, I'm not gonna do it. And then when they had like when the latest update came out silently, I had to do that update anyways, and then I could do it before the thing officially detected it.
Yeah, but like, is anybody else in the chat experiencing that you have to click the update multiple times? It like fails to connect to their server. That happens to me every time.
No, I haven't had.
No, I haven't had that.
No.
No.
Like on an OTA, no.
Yeah.
Ooh, dual stick controller to play Xenocrat. No, that would be cool.
It could be
That
your
would be cool.
Wi-Fi router. I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
literally 6 inches from it. It's like on the.
Well, I'm not
EXP.
talking about I'm not talking about signal strength. Maybe there's some other technical.
Yeah,
issue.
the VS works fine on the Wi-Fi.
Huh.
It's
Okay,
the
so it's
EXP.
just the EXP, huh?
Yeah.
PXP. Huh. That is weird.
You only have one
Maybe Wi-Fi
EXP,
issue.
right?
It's the black one.
Okay, because I was gonna say if you had another one, you could try. Because I
Oh.
wonder if maybe something might be wrong with.
Tails says it
Oh,
happens to
Julian
him a
had some
lot.
issues. And so look, Tales from the John Line Way, that happens a lot to me.
Yeah.
See, I'm not the
Okay.
only one.
Yeah.
But like I gotta spam the button. Like and like and after it does that, it goes on after about 10 times.
It's annoying.
Anyway.
But yeah, quality of life things. Maybe they'll make a feature where you actually have to you can't accidentally press the power button, like little, you know what I mean, like little things.
Or auto update.
Yeah.
But you have to enable it though, because some people get pissed off. Oh, my game in a month is gone.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You know what? They'll have to put a blurb that'll say.
If people wanted to keep it, yeah, that would make some people angry.
Yeah, but they'd have to do a blurb saying, "Hey, by turning this on, no, you'll automatically lose the game of the
I
month."
think so,
each month."
Julia. I think so, buddy.
Yeah. Hard pressing the button the first 9 times.
Very hard. I'm hitting it very hard. You see, I'm very hard when I hit the button. It's very hard.
But yeah, we have the calm. We have the calm before the storm.
Yep.
And I just can't wait just to see, and
All right, what collection? Somebody asked earlier. What collection would blow your mind? Somebody asked that way earlier, and we never got to it. So
I know a Nintendo collection.
yeah, that would blow my.
Yeah, that would. I think that would blow everyone's mind.
Yeah,
There you
right.
go.
But that's
If
realistic.
it's impossible, then it'd blow my mind.
You know what would blow my freaking mind? An Atari 2600 Activision collection. That would blow my.
That would do it for. That would be another one. I mean, and then of course, like the fantasy one that will literally never happen because like no one knows where this man is. But like a game arts / working designs collection would be like, I would just fall over.
Yeah.
I would just literally fall over because it's just like it begs to happen because those games are so rare. You can't find them. Like when you do find them, they're like ridiculously expensive. It's like renovation. Like it begs to be on here. And if that happened, like that would do it. That would do it for me. That in the Activision collection.
You know what would blow my mind too? And it'd be perfect for the Tate mode in a different way. Imagine a Vectrex collection.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be very, very cool.
Just
Then you'd have to get Spike.
Dude, I would. So here's something that would, especially since with the new handheld, like if we got like a Wonder Swan collection, like something like that would
a collection with
blow my
from a handheld game
Mhm.
hardware that had a crappy screen would be amazing.
Yeah.
Neo Geo Pocket Color.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
another one.
I mean, it
Yeah.
already
I love
happened
that
on
too.
Switch. Why not on Evercade, right?
Well, yeah, there's
Yeah.
already 2 volumes of it. Actually, they're on Steam too, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like, why not?
Yeah.
Well, I've got my Neo Geo Pocket Color right next to me right now.
See,
but
that would excite me.
I'd play it on
not,
color.
not another obscure publisher collection, like, you know, that'd be cool, I guess, but like a Vectrex collection, a, you know, Neo Geo Pocket Color collection, like that would be cool. Even what do you guys would think about a collection like Tiger handhelds?
No,
That would. I
only
mean,
one
that would
game
be
though.
neat,
Only
I
one.
guess.
That would be kind of neat, though, right? Like that would be kind of interesting. Or you remember back in the early '80s when they made those little replica arcade machines like Donkey Kong?
Yes, that's
Like
like the
one of
Tiger
those?
handheld.
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, like the
Ooh.
Frogger ones and like
The
that kind of
Frogger,
one.
like they were really good and highly collectible, right?
My uncle had those.
I had
Well, he
Donkey
was
Kong.
getting it for his kids, but you know, like my
Yeah, I had
cousins.
the Donkey Kong one. I love that thing.
Yeah, my uncle had the Frogger one.
I think with that, or even a Tiger, like there'd have to be like 20 games on there. Like then, you know. For
Oh
the
yeah,
players.
you go
Oh
the,
yeah,
like
you
maybe
go
50,
and
right?
You get like you know,
Ooh, yeah,
you get all of them or whatever.
Get all of them, which would be awesome.
that would be cool then. Yeah,
Because
That'd be
that's just a nostalgia grab, a gimmicky grab, a little mainstream grab. Because a lot of people got those because their parents couldn't afford them the proper video games, right? That's why I got them. Like,
So you just called them. You called the other games proper, which means that these Tiger games are not proper.
well, I mean, like proper in the realm of what we consider pure video games. I guess I don't know. Maybe I should have said that.
No, no.
Girl, that's nothing slide on this.
Oh my goodness, I'm on such a good run. I get stuck in the geometry.
Oh, Bug, where's the dude that made it?
Oh man.
Well, you're not really stuck
no.
because you're
I'm
because
stuck.
the wheel
I
that's
cannot-
spinning is
There's no
elevated,
reset
right?
button. You can't reset. Like
Oh,
when
yeah.
you flip over.
But it would reset my run. I can't
know
like
what?
reset my place.
Oh, you can't reset your car.
You know, because your back tire, your left back tire is elevated, and you don't have positive traction on your rear end.
That's it. It's
That's
this
up,
darn
down,
Range
down.
So
Rover.
it's not a bug; it's bad driving.
It's a feature.
It's a
Up, down,
feature.
down, left, right,
It's the
left, right,
feature of the
left, right.
Range Rover.
Call the mechanic. Your car broke.
Get good at the game, there, Rich. You
Call
just
AAA.
I
That's
don't think
right.
we'll. You know, Ballistic Coffee Boys. I forgot a lot of those Tiger games were like movie, like the licensing would be a nightmare.
Well, there's lots of them that weren't because there was a well, you got the Mattel one, the original football one. The one I used to play a lot was the pinball one, and that was just a generic pinball. But
Damn.
the problem with that is that I got the timing all down on that thing, and it was just it was impossible to lose at a certain point, and you could max out the score.
There might be some like Ninja Gaiden. I know there was like a Narc. There was, you know, I don't. There was a few, but yeah,
I had a
don't-
Castlevania 2 one.
Yeah, I love
Actually,
watching those.
I have a bucket of like a couple of them, and I know there's a Skate or Die one.
Yeah.
I think Konami released a couple of them too.
Yeah, Dan, Evercast, your go-to place for the Atari VCS.
That's it.
We should
We
think
got,
about
we got
that.
you covered, man.
Maybe we should just expand the Evercast to, you know, everything. Why not?
The
Hey,
ever
just-
everything.
Actually, I believe me and Rich already have a podcast. Could calling on Richard.
Yeah, we do. We do have a one that focuses on retro games. Funny enough.
But yeah, maybe we'll see some of these other obscure handhelds, different things. Even if they did like TurboGrafx Express, which would really be TurboGrafx put together.
Yeah,
a nice
you
little
wouldn't do
collection.
Turbo Express because that's just TurboGrafx 16.
I know.
Yeah, because they weren't different games. Like a Game Gear collection
I know
is different versions.
that would be neat. Oh, that would really See, that's what I really like. We need like Sega needs to be on the platform, and I wouldn't mind if they did like Sega 1 or 2, go all out, have 20 games, 10 of them be like Master System, 5 of them maybe be either like arcade or Sega CD, some other obscure.
Sega
I don't
needs
know.
money, so because they just did massive layoffs.
Ooh. Or even the Sega Master System. Yeah, whatever. Something. But yeah, Sega needs to be on there since Nintendo don't.
All
How
right,
weird would it be if Nintendo bought Sega?
Nintendo. No, Nintendo's the
Bought Sega just straight up. That would be
Yeah.
wild.
That would be crazy.
No, I want Nintendo to stay away from anything. I
I
like.
wouldn't want that. I'm just saying it would
Well,
be crazy.
Yeah. Well, no, because we don't want Nintendo to ruin games. Just
They
like
would.
their biggest title that's out right now. They went ahead and patched it for a single player game, so people couldn't dupe items if they want to make it easier. Like, who
Yeah.
cares patching a single player exploit? Nintendo's like, no, you guys can't
Nintendo's
do that.
anti-fun. They'd buy
Yes.
Sega and never release any of the games.
Yeah, Nintendo. Nintendo, we're anti-fun. Exactly.
Nintendo.
Well,
Nintendo were
they
anti-fun.
would just keep them. Oh, you have to pay for our service to play.
Yeah, get our service and we'll drip feed it to you for the next 35 years.
That'll probably be the Switch too.
Yeah.
They're probably slowly working it that way, where it'll be at Nintendo as a service, and you won't be able to, believe me.
Yeah.
That's what we like our physical. We like our physical media.
All right, I gotta get going.
Yeah, so I was gonna say with things winding down.
Next week will be a hot show, I think. A very
Yes.
very hot show next week.
100%.
Schedule 3 hours.
Schedule for 3 hours right now. Let's do it. All right, bye everyone.
You gonna plug anything before you go?
Oh, plug in my channel. Yes, I got some more arcade challenges coming up. I should have one released tomorrow. I'm hoping to release one tomorrow. So I'm really liking those arcade challenge videos for Evercade. And yeah, still tons of content. Yep, good stuff. I might do an arcade. I might do a precursor show for the first Wednesday and just say what my anticipation is. I don't know yet.
Ooh.
I might. I'm thinking about it. Peter's gonna go moan at the neighbors. Why? Why would I do that?
Yeah, why did he? I don't know.
What? Moan?
There goes old Grumpy.
Oh yeah, like no one in this chat is a grumpy old gamer.
Grumpy every
Whatever.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
we're done. Are we done?
But what do y'all want to plug
we
before
got some,
we go?
we got some stuff. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm actually going to be diving into some Evercade stuff on the channel very shortly, because I'm still in the middle of doing like all the little Fun for Fives for everything on the arcade carts that I never touched. If I get the new ones, I will also check those out as well. And then sometime either here or on, or either on my channel or on Karg or what have you, Completion Quest is going to start, and that actually features Canon from Pico 1, because that's the chosen game. And we have, for everyone, Good Times Club members got it yesterday, but for everyone else on Friday, there's a really awesome Retro Riches Restorations that's dropping from a game that I had like a ton of childhood history with, and I cannot wait for that. And of course, on the day of the announcement, I will likely be doing a reaction and also possibly live.
Can I take a guess? Or do you? I mean, I don't know. Can I take a guess?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I bet it. Because I think you gave it. Is it Phantasy Star? I don't know. Because you said childhood.
Yes.
Hey, what was that
it
game?
is.
Did you
I don't want- I
finish
don't
that
want to
game?
It is indeed. It is
I
indeed.
don't want
Phantasy Star.
I don't want to spoil it, but I'm like, I think I know Rich well enough now. What game would be? Because you talked about that,
it's-
like the corrupted file
yeah.
save. And,
It is, and I'm like, it's an awesome video, man. Like, I hope everyone comes and checks it out, because it was such a cool day.
Dude, I love those videos like the Shinobi one. I saw that last night.
Yeah, Shinobi's out. That came out yesterday.
I think you were onto something that, like, if it's a game that has a battery backup, then there's like no hope, because that's just gonna, that's gonna like, destroy the inside of it. So maybe that's a good theme.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm saying it's like it's cool. It's definitely a cool one.
Pete's gonna go yell at some clouds.
All right, Pete.
Alrighty,
gone.
and bye, Pete. And real quick, what do you got going on, Crow?
Well, tomorrow the winning game for the stream was Centipede Recharge, so I'll be playing Centipede Recharge tomorrow. And on Wednesday, it's going to be the pinball. It's going to be probably the game that's winning is The Machine, the Bride of Pinbot. But I was kind of hoping that the Getaway would win, because that's the one I wanted to play. And but
Overruled.
and that's the one that was winning before I just checked, and now Bride of Pinbot's in the lead. So the only problem with that one is that game takes forever to play, because it's hard to lose. So there, yeah. And then I'm still playing through Indie Heroes Collection 2. I've only got, 4 games left. So what have I got left to play on that? I've got Ira the Crow Maiden, Gelatinous Humanity Lost, Rectum Souls Adventure, and Yeah Beavis 2. Everything else I've played and beaten. So who knows? Maybe in 2 weeks I'll be able to start making a video.
Right. Let's see. What do I got going? Well, definitely next week is going like that. I'm definitely going to do my reaction to the announcement one. Like that's happening no matter what. And then probably like the next two carts, those like Pico 3 and Amiga, like that's gonna that'll come out the following weeks. And then depending this weekend, I might throw something up. I might throw something up on Karg. I have to see if I can gonna do like Will It Run. Are you gonna throw up one of your I keep saying throw up one of your Quit Up X videos for Karg?
Yeah, man. Yeah. The plan is during the holiday weekend here, so today, tomorrow, or Monday, I'm gonna do the cleanup where I'm gonna do one big giant 1 credit quick look. I'm gonna do like 3 or 4 games in a row.
Ooh.
Out of the the recommendations and requests. So that'll be pretty cool.
Nice. So yeah, we all have good stuff, and yeah, next Evercast, whenever that's going to be, that'll be excellent. That'll be.
You say the next Evercast because that's going to be next week.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course. No, I mean we've all, depending on our schedules, I know we've all kind of teased like, could we do an Evercast after dark, depending how big the news is, what everyone has going on. But otherwise, it's going to happen like Saturday, no matter what. We'll talk about it. We'll just kind of depend. But yeah, stay tuned and follow all of our community tabs, and I'll have the next poll up. And I do appreciate that and everyone's feedback. And I also want to say too, I really do appreciate all of you that checked out like my latest video that I put up, like why I play Evercade on my channel and everything. Everyone's feedback was great, and our community is awesome, and all that. And I will say, those of you who stumbled into the YouTube verse and you found this podcast through here, you're going to want to like and subscribe to all of our channels, and also to my channel, so you won't miss it next week, because you're going to want to see our reactions, how we feel about the latest things. And getting close to 1,000 subs there and all that good stuff.
I don't like your subs. They give me the diarrhea.
That never gets old at all. I love that. Anything else you wanna play, Crow, before I play the outro? I don't want to step on it.
This concludes our broadcast day. Click.
Cool. All right. Thanks, everybody.
It's not long enough. I thought it was less than long.
That's what she said.